So my name's Thomas Taraniuk. I'm currently responsible for some of our very exciting partnerships here at SumSub, the digital verification platform helping to verify users, transactions, and of course, businesses as well. So we've been around for 10 years. We had our birthday July of 2025, and we have the pleasure of onboarding and verifying the entire user lifecycle, from the pre-verification with the likes of device intelligence, all the way to the onboarding of users and businesses across 200 countries, states, and jurisdictions, as well as, of course, the monitoring of transactions, behavior after the fact, as we found that over 70% of fraud will happen after the original onboarding. So we cover everything from the onboarding all the way to the offboarding of a user or business. So what we found is that we've needed to fight AI with AI. It's no longer just a buzzword. Right now, it's a real threat to both the users, yourself and myself, who are interacting with fintechs and banks for our financial lives, as well as the businesses themselves who are trying to onboard these users and onboard them compliantly and protect themselves from risks. Now, of course, with the momentum of change in the sophistication of what AI can do, we're seeing nefarious actors globally adopt AI, which has allowed them to democratize, let's say, fraud as a service. They're able to access deepfake tools to circumvent, let's say, some platforms, use bots to target attacks specifically on users for phishing, as well as, of course, sophisticated attacks on fintechs beyond just the original KYC flow. So in the original KYC flow, what we've built is a deepfake detection, 3D mapping of a user's face. We can tell whether or not through deepfakes there is a, let's say, not a real human there. If there's any issues around the documents as well, we can do the detection of forgery, deep pixel analysis, as well as look at the templates. Often or not, users who are, let's say, trying to circumvent a platform's technologies will use the same background, they'll use the same desktop, right, and the same coverage, and we're able to spot that. Beyond the masks that they wear or the deep fakes, of course, there's injections in the camera, which we can spot utilizing AI. But as I mentioned, 70% of fraud will happen after the fact. So once an account is created, it doesn't mean that it's safe forever. There might be an account takeover, or there might be other nefarious actions which take place. And that's where continuous monitoring needs to come into play. So behavioral monitoring, where we can do anomaly detection based on behavior, looking at thousands of different indicators of the typographies of fraud that we know about today. And of course, that is changing as well. So when we're looking at the continual monitoring, we're looking at transaction monitoring, we're looking at behavior, device intelligence, IP address analysis, whether or not their device is different now to what it was previously, and then of course AI within the tooling of case management, where you can quickly triage and find out exactly where the key indicators which are invisible to the human eye are, which AI can actually spot itself as well. So when we're looking at a future of where agentic payments are, I don't believe it's going to be just users going out and buying their toilet paper. Users will be going out and purchasing from merchants, utilizing their funds from fintechs or their cards, and perhaps even issuing cards for their agents as well. Of course, we need to understand the intent around that. We need to understand whether or not the user has verified, let's say, an agent to go and purchase said item, or if the agent actually is being used by a fraudster to go and do a, let's say, in tandem attack to lots of different providers or one single, let's say, merchant or bank. When we're looking at a defense mechanism, it's AI versus AI. We're looking at making sure that there is a monitoring effect for, let's say, device clusters and whether or not the agent is coming from a certain location, whether or not the agent is a bot, and that's something that we can do here at SumSub. The continual monitoring side is also essential when we're looking at how the agent is spending, as well as whether or not the agent is verified on a continual manner as well.